Hey. Hey. Okay. Good to see you.
Good seeing you.
Okay. Right here.
Okay.
Make sure you right here. Oh, I know this lady right here. She on the ground.
You talk to each other.
Baker. Miss Baker. Miss Lisa Baker. Miss Lisa Baker. Where is she?
She's over there. She's on that yeah.
Today, the City of Atlanta honors EBC Cares Community Outreach Initiative, Elizabeth Baptist Church. And now we will see a short video.
At EBC Cares, we're committed to living out a mission of compassion, generosity, and kingdom impact. Through intentional investments, both near and far, we're helping build stronger, healthier communities. To date, EBC Cares has extended over $400,000 in strategic contributions, empowering individuals, churches, schools, and organizations that are actively transforming lives and bringing hope where it's needed most. EBC Cares continues to grow by supporting and strengthening the church, advancing education, serving local and global communities, engaging in civic efforts, and promoting food justice through the EBC Farm, each reflecting our commitment to lasting impact.
So I just came here today to actually enroll my babies in daycare, and I just happened to stumble upon, I saw some diapers hanging out the truck, and I was just like, I don't know if it's something they're selling, and come to find out that they were gracious enough to give me two boxes of diapers for my twin girls, and I'm really appreciative because today, at the beginning of the day, I literally had less than $20 in my account. And I don't get paid tomorrow, but I know I'm gonna need diapers for them and stuff like that. So, like, when I say on time, he's an on time God. So I thank EBC Cares for coming through when they didn't know, but they knew, and he knew that I needed it. So I thank them so much. Thank you.
Strengthening the church, EBC Cares has collectively given over $550,000 in support to partners like Full Gospel Baptist Church Fellowship International and provided Victory Bible Church of Pasadena with resources for fire recovery and community relief. Additional contributions have helped churches like 2819 Church, Capacity Church, and Ambassador Fellowship grow their missions and infrastructure. Investing in education, EBC Cares has awarded over $60,000 to support colleges, universities, and schools such as Payne College, Grambling State University, Loyola University's BLSA Fund, Peyton Forest Elementary, and so many more.
97. I'm just a baby yet. I got another couple years to go. I'm the oldest mother and happy to be the oldest mother. EBC has always cared for me, baby. Since the time I first came, they said, "You Mother Giver?" When I said, "Yes, I am," they said, "Well, we got you." And I said, "I'm so glad."
Serving both local and global communities, EBC Cares partners with organizations like the Bonus Club and the Fellowship of Christian Athletes to support youth and leadership development. Over $10,000 has been contributed to the Urban League of Greater Atlanta, along with growing partnerships with ministries around the world, including in South Africa. Civic and community engagement efforts also included a combined gift of over $7,500 to organizations such as Mary Hall Freedom Village for Women's Recovery and FCA for Camps and Discipleship, impacting coaches and student athletes in South Fulton and APS. As part of our food justice efforts, the EBC farm harvested nearly 754 pounds of produce in early 2025 with quality offerings such as cucumbers, yellow squash, and green beans, with 95% distributed to partners like Gooder Community Market and the Parents of Learning Center. The EBC farm is more than just a garden. It's a ministry in motion, nourishing bodies, strengthening families, and stewarding God's creation with excellence. These contributions reflect EBC Cares living out its mission of compassion, generosity, and kingdom impact, empowering communities and advancing hope through every act of service, whether responding to natural disasters, equipping the next generation, or partnering with ministries that share our mission. EBC Cares leads with purpose, building a legacy of faith, impact, and transformation for generations to come. We thank every member, every partner, and every prayer warrior who makes this possible. The impact is real, the vision is clear, and this is only the beginning.
Thank you, EBC Cares. On last summer, 32 families totaling 24 children were burned out on Fairburn Road. We immediately called EBC Cares, and Lisa Baker answered the phone. She said, "Well, what do you need?" I said, "I need sheets." She said, "I have those." I said, "I need lamps." I have those too. I said, "I need diapers and towels and anything else." And from then on, they made sure that those families were made whole. So we want to thank EBC Cares for not forgetting the Adamsville community where your church started. Thank you, Bishop, for all you all have done. When the seniors on Fairburn Road and Adamsville Drive did not have air conditioning, they brought a van full of fans, not 3 or 4. When those were without heat, their furnaces were out, they supplied heaters to those seniors that did not know who to call. So for that, we are grateful. And now for the official proclamation, recognizing EBC Cares community outreach initiatives. Whereas during the unprecedented challenges of the COVID-19 pandemic, a renewed awareness of community needs inspired the vision of Elizabeth Baptist Church Bishop Craig L. Oliver Sr., leading to the formation of EBC Cares, Inc. in 2021 as a vehicle for meaningful local, national, and global outreach. And whereas founded on the mission to love our neighbors, EBC Cares works tirelessly to bring hope, security, and dignity to undeserved and vulnerable communities through a wide range of ministries and outreach programs. Whereas the Operation Uplift program responds to national disaster relief efforts, the Dental Days program provides vital dental care to uninsured adults, and the forthcoming Ministry Incubator Program seeks to support local entrepreneurs with mentorship and financial assistance to launch impactful ventures. And whereas the innovative Need Cascade Urban Farm, established in 2021, has produced thousands of pounds of natural and organic produce distributed weekly to over 100 seniors, families, and individuals facing food insecurity, while also expanding into poultry farming, composting, and plans for systems food access, partnerships, youth vocational training, and food aggregation infrastructure. And whereas EBC Cares, Inc. supports educational excellence by partnering with schools to provide tutoring in core subjects, healthy snacks during testing, and farming education, offering these services free of charge to students and adults alike. Whereas the EBC Cares Center Gift in Kind program, in partnership with World Vision and nearly 70 5 other organizations has distributed essential goods to thousands in need, including those in emergency housing, single mothers, seniors, disaster-affected families, and the unsheltered. Now, therefore, be it resolved that we, the members of the Atlanta City Council, on behalf of all of the members, do hereby proclaim today in Atlanta, Georgia, as EBC Cares Day in the city of Atlanta. Thank you, Bishop Oliver. Well deserved.
Councilwoman, thank you so much, and to the entire council, and to each and every one of you that are here today. I appreciate certainly the proclamation, as it has given an overview of the work of EBC Cares. And so I'm going to at least save some of my voice from preaching on yesterday and just explain how this whole vision came about. As indicated again, it was in the throes of COVID-19. As the church was shut down, as many other institutions were as well shut down, that I wrestled and grappled with the question, how can the church respond? In that we have oftentimes done a great job as it relates to having church, and sometimes we've done somewhat a poor job in being the church. And I think there's a difference between having church and being the church. And we sought to be the church as it relates to responding to the concerns and the cares of those throughout our city, and not just our city, but also throughout the nation and even the world. And one of the ways wherein EBC Cares has been able to finance the various endeavors that has just been listed and communicated is that during this same time as well, we did something that really was a step and a challenge of faith for us. It was during, again, COVID-19 that the Lord laid upon my heart to take the entire offering raised on the first Sunday of December and to give it all away. Not one brown dime, or one brown penny, or shiny dime was placed in the coffers of EBC. And on that particular Sunday, we raised close to about $300,000. And every single Sunday thereafter, as it relates to the first Sunday of December, every single offering that we receive on that particular Sunday, we give away. And the largest that we raised on one single Sunday was $1 million, to which we did not accept any of those funds to go towards the operational expenses of our church. And so our church literally operates off of 51 offerings as opposed to 52. And ultimately, it's the vision that our church will one day be able to operate off of 11 months of offerings as opposed to 12, as we're given an entire month of offerings away to the community. Because oftentimes we hear the narrative, of some churches always receiving, but our church seeks to be that church that is also giving. And so let me conclude by saying thank you to each and every person that are standing alongside of me, the volunteers and those who give their time, those who give their sweat equity to support the EBC Cares initiative. It could not happen without each and every one of you. So as your pastor and as your friend, I say thank you so much for all that you do. And again, Councilwoman, thank you so much for your partnership, for your leadership. Thank you for always thinking about EBC. And if, again, there's ever a need, don't hesitate to reach out. We love you and we appreciate you. Thank you so much.
Miss Shirley? One of EBC Cares partners.
Thank you so much, Councilwoman. And thank you, CBC Cares. You guys are a godsend to us. I'm Shirley Henderson Coleman, and I'm with the Sadie G. Mays Health and Rehabilitation Center. And yeah, since we started this relationship with EBC Cares about 3 years ago or so, they have been so generous, so helpful with everything you can imagine, from cases and cases of adult briefs to toothpaste to fresh produce from the farm, and even a brand new guitar for one of our residents. So you name it, they've got it, and they share it. And it just means so much because it saves us money so that we can put it into care for our residents. So thank you for that, Reverend Oliver, and the vision that you had. It's so impressive what you guys do at Elizabeth Baptist Church, because your Golden Years ministry also helps us. So we're just the beneficiary of all of your love and your care for your community. So on behalf of Sadie G. Mays Health and Rehab Center, I just want to say thank you so much and keep up the great work. And Lisa and your team are fantastic, always so well organized and so helpful. So we appreciate you. Thank you.
Reverend Gerald Durley. And we'd also like to thank the team that came out to Clark Atlanta University's campus and gave the students toothbrushes, toothpaste. Where are those volunteers that came to Clark Atlanta? Thank you all. They came out on the campus and took care of the students. So we want to thank you all so much for that. And we're looking forward to partnering with you all again. Reverend Gerald Durley.
In our lifetime, so many of us have heard the statement, I'd rather see a sermon than hear one. I think EBC Cares demonstrates that particular statement. We see what they have done, but not only what they have done, but what they are doing and what they will do. We live in a world where when everything is up and growing and glowing, everybody can pat you on the back. But these people were invisible in what they were doing. They were raising them funds, talking to people, raising the crops. And I can't say enough about my good friend who represents all of us in the clergy, Bishop Craig Oliver. I've known him a long time. And on behalf of all of the other clergy in this city, the concerned black clergy and all of us, you set an exemplary model for us to follow. So many times, and I'm sick and tired of cliche Christians. If I never see another cliche Christian, I'm fine. What is a cliche Christian, Durley? The Lord will make a way out of no way. Blessed be the name of the Lord is ever true. But you all don't run your mouth, you do the work. I'm glad to see a sermon. This is what EBC Cares. Thank you, Bishop, on behalf of all of us in the clergy. Thank you.
The Honorable Marcy Collier Overstreet.
Was really just trying to make sure Reverend Durley came over to speak, but I am a witness. I love the work that EBC Cares does. Thank you so much for always including my office or council period to be part of this amazing venture that you guys have just taken off with. You saw the videos, you hear the direct testimony. It has really been amazing watching the work that you all are doing in the community as late as Juneteenth. Oh my gosh.
Awesome. Yay!
Oh my gosh. I mean, when I look back at those videos, you know, how Siri pops them up on your phone now, I am like, what a day. And that was all EBC Cares. In a place where you worship, amazing. Congratulations. I'm here for you. And just keep up the great work. Thank you.
Yeah. And I want to recognize all these super volunteers, I see so many wonderful, wonderful volunteers, and those members from Council District 10, Miss C.C. Torrance is here, Miss Susan J. Ross, I see so many here.
Thank you. Thank you, Councilwoman Boone. I will make it very brief, but I had the opportunity to really get connected with EBCs when I was actually a school board member. And I represent part of, at that time, I represented part of District 11 and 12 with Marcy and Councilman Lewis. And I got a swarm of calls from parents that needed school supplies. And the first person I called was Lisa. And Lisa said, what do you need? I said, I need whatever you got. And she said, well, can you get a truck to the warehouse to get those things to us? And I said, we'll do just that. And before you know it, the kids had markers and book bags and pencils and slime and just everything. And just to see the smiles on their faces and just the relief from parents is just never ending. And so to now be on city council and be able to continue to support and work with Elizabeth Baptist Church and Pastor Oliver for embracing me as an educator and as a public servant is just immense and extremely grateful. But I want to also acknowledge, as Councilwoman Boone talked about the volunteers, we know you all. Like, I'm sitting here, Dr. Tagger, the lead with Kelly and the family, Cece, and just everyone, and that speaks eons into the magnitude of the service of this organization. So whatever you all need, let us know. And it's been an absolute honor to honor you. And Boone, thank you for pulling this together. We really appreciate it. Thank you.
Thank you.
Let's keep EBC Cares alive. Let's keep EBC Cares alive. We need EBC Cares in our community. And now we will take an official photo. Bishop. Everyone, please join in.